Once upon a time, in a cozy village surrounded by green hills and singing streams, there lived a little girl named Lila. Lila had big, curious eyes, a mind full of ideas, and a heart full of dreams. But there was one thing that made Lila different from other children. She hardly ever talked. She wasn't shy exactly. She just liked to listen more than she liked to speak. She listened to the birds, the wind, the creaky trees, and the hum of bees. She listened to people too, how they laughed, whispered, and even argued. But when someone spoke to her, Lila often just smiled and nodded. People began calling her the little talker. Lila's so quiet, said her teacher. She's like a little mouse, said the grocer. She must not have much to say, whispered the other kids. But oh, if only they knew. Inside Lila's head were stories, questions, poems, and songs. She thought about the stars and how far they went. She imagined talking animals, flying books, and candy clouds. She had so much to say, she just didn't know how to let it out. One morning, something strange happened. Lila was walking through the woods when she heard someone crying. "Hello?" she whispered. She followed the sound until she found a small, shivering bluebird sitting under a bush. Its wing was hurt. Lila gently knelt beside it. I'm scared," the bird chirped. "I can't fly." Lila's eyes widened. A talking bird. "It's okay," she said quietly. "I'll help you." It was the first time she'd spoken to someone so clearly in days, and it felt good. Lila wrapped the bird in her scarf and took it home. She made it a soft nest in a box and fed it berries and water. Every day she sat beside the box and talked. She told the bird about the stars, the flowers, the stories in her mind. She even made up songs. The little bird listened and chirped, happy to have a friend. And something magical happened. The more Lila spoke, the braver she felt. The braver she felt, the louder her voice became. One day the bird flapped its wings and flew around the room, healed and strong. "It's time for me to go," said the bird. "But before I do, I want you to know, you have a beautiful voice. The world needs to hear it." Lila hugged the bird one last time and opened the window. It soared into the sky with a joyful cry. The next day at school, when her teacher asked, "Does anyone want to share something?" Lila raised her hand. The class turned in surprise. Then she stood up and told them about the bird. She told them about being quiet, about listening, about speaking from the heart. When she finished, the room was silent. Then came claps, then cheers, then lots and lots of questions. From that day on, Lila still loved to listen, but she loved to speak too. She told stories, asked questions, and sang little songs. She was still the little talker, but now everyone knew that the littlest voices can hold the biggest magic.